even the most celebrated and seasoned performing artists, whether they're musicians, actors, whatever, suffer from performance anxiety to some extent or other. It could be from crippling self-doubt and vomiting in the green room before the performance to just having that slight apprehension, that slight tingling with the adrenaline that actually can help us play faster and more excitingly. But professionals have it as well. Preparation. The amateur practices until they get it right. The professional practices until they can't get it wrong. The way we practice, the way we learn is so important. We need to be over-prepared. We need to isolate our problem spots and work on them regularly. We need to do maintenance practice on pieces that we can already play to keep them in good condition. Jascha Heifetz, the great violinist, said, practice like it means everything in the world to you, perform like you don't give a damn. Continue to work on the artistic image, what it is you want to say about the piece, what the music means to you. What do you want to communicate to your audience? That's narrative, that's imagery, imagination. That's so important, because when we get onto the stage, rather than thinking about where our elbow should be, rather than worrying about a wrong note here and there, we are immersing ourselves in the meaning of the music and the idea of gifting that, sharing that with the audience. Another thing that people don't do, and I've heard this time and time again, they do not practice their performance. So once we've got the performance ready, we need to practice it by playing it through from start to finish to ourselves, to our teachers, to our friends and our family, to invited audiences. And this is where piano groups come in so useful. The other thing is, when we're performing, we aim to take the focus away from ourselves. We already talked about gifting the audience with the program. What about dedicating the performance to somebody, maybe somebody who's passed away or somebody that you want to commemorate? You don't even have to make this public, just for yourself. I dedicate this performance to whatever it may be, whoever it may be. The other thing that I like to do is to have an icon in my imagination. I imagine the statue of the Buddha that I have in the corner of my room here as I play, and the serenity that I see on the face of the Buddha somehow just infects me with serenity. So it takes away my cares. Positive attitude. Now, positive mental attitude, positive self-talk. I personally like to write down and say affirmations in the run-up to a performance. Things like, I'm as fully prepared as I can be, therefore I deserve to play well and enjoy my performance. How about, if I'm enjoying my performance, so will my audience. Mantras, also helpful. Now, there's a few practical tips here. The 4-7-8 breathing technique, where it's derived from yoga. Let me read the instructions out. Breathe in through your nose for a count of 4. Hold the breath for a count of 7. Force the breath out from your mouth as though you're whistling, that kind of thing, for a count of 8. And just repeat the cycle for 4 breaths and do this twice a day. It's very calming. Any type of breath work where you breathe out slower than you breathe in calms the nervous system. I'm going to just quickly mention medical and alternative therapy. Don't forget that beta blockers, you have to see your GP to see if you're okay with beta blockers. They are so useful in many situations. I haven't got time to go into that. Do not discount beta blockers. Other forms of alternative therapy, CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, very, very helpful. Hypnosis, yoga, meditation, mindfulness meditation, and visualization, where we can actually go through the process of, in a calm and relaxed state, visualizing ourselves walking onto the stage, full of authority and full of excitement about sharing our performance. And if we practice that regularly, we will live that when we actually go onto the stage. Remember that human error is inevitable and nobody is immune from mistakes. And actually, mistakes don't matter. It's how we recover from them that matters. Nobody minds the odd human mistake. It's absolutely fine. Beethoven says, to play a wrong note is insignificant. To play without passion is inexcusable. Those are just a few thoughts. I hope they help you.